Hello, I need to cook. I'm thinking of a specific meal for repeating for 7 days. I'm just gonna try with 7 days first and let's see if I can do it because I get tired of eating same meal easily, but I'll have to because I'm counting my calories, protein, my fat, and my carbs, basically macros. And I learned this from Instagram. This very nice creator. I'll try to find his name and drop it in the comments. But it randomly came on my profile, and what was that? Anyway, so it randomly came on my profile and he taught how to calculate your macros. So basically, let's say there is a weight and then how many calories you're going to intake in the day. If your weight is 60, 70, whatever, and then your calories are like 1300, 1400. Again, these are very low calories, definitely. Because if you have a active day, like in a week you're very active every day, these calories will not be enough for you and you'll tend to feel weak after a certain time. So it's very important that you take right calories. Anyway, once you figure out how many calories you have to take based on your weight and BMI and what weight goal you want to achieve, you basically break those into three factors: protein, fats, and carbs. Protein is very ideal, like your your weight. I forgot i forgot what was the calculation. Anyway, in next video I will let you know what was the calculation. I'll go back and I'll check. But I did make a plan based on that criteria, and as per that criteria, my intake of protein is 121 grams, which is 486.3 calories. Carbs is 41.6 grams, which is 166.4 calories. Now you can see the shift of carbs and protein is so different, and 41 grams is really hard to achieve when it comes to carb, because carbs can be easily consumed through fruits or anything that you basically eat, like rice or stuff. So it has a lot of carbs, so it gets a little difficult. Even banana has a lot of carbs. I was not aware, but when I saw that banana has a lot of carbs, unfortunately I didn't order any. And yeah, but it's not like you have to start that strict, and you take a day and you start and you see how you feel. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna adjust my camera because yeah. So honestly speaking, I did like eat really less for a couple of days, and my problem is if I eat some amount, since like let's say it's morning until noon, I don't eat for a certain time, and then I eat very less portion like salad or anything, then by the time it's 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, I get pretty bad headache. And that's a problem, because if you are active, if you want to do stuff, you can't keep on getting these kind of headaches every now and then. So it did happen, and I could hear my stomach growling like when I'm like hungry. But I kind of forced myself to sleep that way, because um you shouldn't be eating full when you're going to bed, and generally you should eat like 2 to 3 hours before your bed, which I tend to do now, because I'm trying to achieve a certain health goal, not a specific weight goal or a body, but health goal. As I mentioned in last couple of my videos, that my cholesterol or my B12 or vitamin is not up to the mark for my age, and I don't want to die. Simple. So coming back to this, so I told you my protein intake, my carb intake. Now my fat intake is 60.8 grams, which is good because that can be easily achieved and it's not very strict. I feel that goes around 547.2 calories. Okay, so this is what I calculated based on the macros calculation. The next step, it was so difficult because I buy ingredients first and then decide what to cook. I do not decide what to cook and then buy ingredients, which you should definitely do. Like, make a list of things that you want to cook for a week or so and then buy ingredients so that the ingredients doesn't go bad. But I don't do that. I go on Instacart and then I search for things I like. I add it in cart and then it's here. It sits in my fridge for a while and half of the stuff goes bad, which is not really good practice. So this time I made a very packed diet that these ingredients I want, and if I want alternative of those, what could it be? Obviously AI. There's no one to help and I don't have time to just Google it and do my own research, so AI does. And I did like use 3-4 bots so that to confirm the understanding that okay, if this is this, then what would happen? If this is that, then what would happen? And then finally, once I have a curated diet for that specific macros to meet, then I used a chronometer app. It's available in US. I'm not sure about India, but you should definitely check it. Pretty good app, free app. Do not have to pay. I will never pay for an app to count my calories. Anyway, so chronometer, you just basically add, so it looks somewhat like, I can show you, let me see. Okay, so let's say I used it for just one time, because again, if you're repeating the meals, there is no sense of like logging it every day. You just repeat the same amount and same ingredients and it's gonna stay forever like that if you keep on doing that. So you can see here it looks like this. So these are the basically calories that I counted based on whatever the meal plan is. You can actually log the water, weight, exercise, and a lot of things in it, and it's pretty UI, like a UX friendly app, I would say, and very easy to use. So anyone can use it, even like teens or even old people can use it who are not technically savvy, let's say. Just put it that way, irrespective of age. Okay, so my morning has around 300 calories. My lunch has around 250 calories, and then my snacks is like 200 calories, because again, my dinner is going to be pretty light, so my snacks has to be heavy in calories, irrespective of what it is. So you won't believe, but the protein bars that you eat, they are crazy in calories and fats and carbs and proteins. You should definitely check back on the labels. I'll give you just one example. So I have let me just show you this one. I bought this from my company's canteen, because that's the easiest option for me. Like, I can just buy it for a day and then I bring it home and then I eat it when I feel like, or if generally it's like I buy it there and I eat it at evening when I'm at office, but for weekend I buy it and I keep it at home. So you can see this one is cookies and cream. This is barbells and it has around 200 calories per serving. You can see 200 calories. Again, there are a lot of like fats and carbs and protein in it. Definitely the protein is 20 grams in it, and honestly speaking, this specific flavor of barbells I have tried before. So once you eat it, even half of it, you'll feel pretty full. The reason being the sugary flavor that it has, it's very strong. It's not a sugar, but it's a flavored one. So again, everything is gonna have a little bit of sugar in it. You cannot just remove it from your life. It's literally impossible if you are someone who is living in a metro and like working every day, because honestly speaking, removing sugar from your life requires a lot of efforts, like each and every, imagine fruits have natural sugar as well in it, so it's common. So anyway, so this is a very good snack, I feel. I do try different versions, so not just this one, but I do try other, some like granola bars or stuff like that. And definitely I would suggest to have something in snacks so that at dinner time you won't feel hungry. Then at dinner I'm thinking, I don't know how much I'll be able to do it, because only 2 times so far in like last 2.5 years maybe I had a edamame in restaurants, and I really liked it. I have never tried to make it at home. I mean, there's no making process because it's like a shelled edamame, and you just maybe cook it with water and salt. But I just want to know how exactly that crunchiness comes, so I'm gonna obviously YouTube and Google it and learn to make it. But I think that would be a good dinner thingy for me, because 150 grams of it is gonna be full. And then obviously a curd or a yogurt that you can have. And if and I since I have a very bad craving habit, like I get cravings every now and then, obviously being an Indian there is so much to eat, as our culture defines, so it gets a little difficult for me. So for that I found a cheat code. I did buy these, and I don't know about any other brand because I haven't, like, I didn't care enough to look for it, but I did buy these plates, and per serving there are around 110 calories. Obviously there is a lot of carbs in it, 11% are carbs. Per serving is like 40 grams, like 2-3 dates you can say. But the good part of these dates is definitely one date is enough to end your craving. I mean, you should look at the size of it. Normal dates that we get are not these big, first of all, and not these juicy. Definitely, you can see, look at it, it's like as same as my nose size. So these are really huge. You cannot sorry, you cannot eat 3 of these in one sitting. I did pick 3 to eat, and then I had 2 and I was like, my god, I cannot. I just had to keep the third one aside. And after having 2 I felt really mouthful again, because there is a little bit of sugary flavor in it. Obviously dates are generally sweeter. These are pitted dates. You can go for non-pitted as well, doesn't matter. I mean, how hard it is to remove a bit from a date which is this juicy. I'll just show you how easy it is. Look, oh my god, it looks like a gulab jamun. If you know what gulab jamun is. Okay, so you can see how juicy this date is. There is a pit, obviously you don't eat a bit of it. It's a seed, just like avocado seed. Just drop it and you can see how juicy and sugary and nice date this is. I'm gonna give it back because I'm not hungry as of now. Yeah, so I will share the whole diet plan as I keep on making it. And first I need to go on a YouTube or Google and find a good way to make it, like use the same ingredient but make different dish out of it, so that I don't feel tired of eating it every day. Anyway, so that was it for today. I will see you in next video. Till then, take care, be safe, bye bye.